everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The numbers for Baldwin last week, 18 carries, 110 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
To throw on second down. West. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. West. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Solomon Thomas in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The defense here for the Rams.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day one, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
The play clock's running down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Off play action. West. He hits Baldwin right side. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Second down following the incompletion.
What's left? What's left? Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw again. West. And he whips that one incomplete there. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
He's going to sling this. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. West. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The numbers for him from a week ago: 3 catches, 65 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. West. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. it now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Black 99, Philly, here we go!
He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. 23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set. 3-19.
On 3rd and 2, West. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down, West. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. West. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal here from the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw, and this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go. Green, 30.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a handoff for Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, West. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw. West toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Akeem Hicks. in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. West going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down. West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Blue Niners.
From the gun, West. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. West. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
All right, here we go. Blue Niners.
Looking to throw on second down. West. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Check, Patriot, green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down. West. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back here right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. West steps away to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down. West. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Niners on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 39.
Back to throw. West. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Check down. 81. Here we go now. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The 49ers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Rams won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 49ers with the ball midway through the first. Here the catch is made way downfield, and he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive, here we'll get a pass into the end zone, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Rams have it near the end of one. Here the pass will be completed into coverage, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. 49ers take it early in the second. He'll head up the middle on the run, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That takes the lead up to 7. 49ers have it late in the second. West is going to complete the pass from the gun, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. 49ers up now by 14.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be 49er football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Following the fumble recovery, West. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the gun, West. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On third down, West forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the team. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up fourth. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this group. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
So that one will be accepted. They'll try the right side with Bush. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Green 39.
Throwing on third and long. West, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Kill. Back that up, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, West. Now he's forced out right and avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 1st down. West. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Set. Detroit. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 14.
Green, 39.
From the gun, West. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eli Harold coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set. Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. West. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe so.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 7 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Strong right. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And the play clock's running down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. A defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Operating from the gun, West. He hits Baldwin right side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not enough. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. People who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.